In the war, children suffered the most, ruined, abandoned, lost. The spirits of nature could not rest easily knowing the fate of the young. The lost, abandoned, and ruined were saved by their surroundings, becoming something between themselves and the world, stuck between a child and a spirit. Their names and memories disappeared, leaving behind bitterness and hatred. Adults feared or pitied them, but would never come near. This broken wooden boy lived in a forest, away from the screams and tears of the raging war. He didn't remember why, but he liked all the animals and trees, the wind singing with the rustling of the leaves, melodies intertwining with birds and insects, with the snakes slithering among the grass. They were all his friends, all one family. His favorite companion was a little will-o'-the-wisp that liked to follow him whenever possible. They'd walk around together, deeper and deeper into the woods, where the trees stood tall and whispered among each other. If he laid down and closed his eyes, the words formed around him, peaceful musings about the sort of thing trees muse about. But one day the trees were silent. He walked among the quiet, his wooden legs stiffly dragged along. A piercing scream rang through the leaves and was followed by curse words and shrieks. The boy rushed, finding a man attacking a woman. Upon seeing him, the man froze in his pose, and the boy saw how his eyes were filled with rage and hate. Such a person should not be in this forest, the boy thought, and noticed the man's discarded sword. Grabbing it in his hand, the sword went ablaze with a cold yet orange flame. The man let go of the woman in despair, terror, horror. The broken wooden boy didn't care and swung the sword wildly around. Fire and wisps of smoke and ash were dragged by the wind through the furious leaves, and the broken wooden boy watched fascinated. Luckily, the fire subsided, though the charred smell remained, the black stench heavy in the air. The two adults had run away. He was once again alone in the forest with his will-o'-the-wisp, now dragging along a heavy lifeless sword. The trees were furious. Wind, rain, thunder sounded in agreement. The boy had almost set the woods on fire, harmed the innocent that lived within. There is no excuse. Banish him. The broken wooden boy left the forest, the will-o'-the-wisp faithfully following, the sword carving a little path as it dragged behind. The boy didn't know what to expect, but was horrified by what he found. Society, all the people and the creature that roamed streets and shops, had been stealing wood from the forests and abused, degraded, perverted it into shapes and sizes, into functions and a glistening smoothness that made him gag. The rich, the poor, furniture, paper, toys or homes, it didn't matter. He took the sword and burned it all. Flames rose tall, remnants of the lost phoenix gift. He didn't care. The injustice was all the same. He wouldn't rest until the wood burned into embers and into ash, and until the rain washed the ash away to feed the soil that would bring back to life the wandering souls. One day the broken wooden boy came across an old man using a wooden staff to walk. Like with the others, he brandished his sword, the blade alight. The old man laughed as the boy charged. He swung his sword, but only the ground caught on fire. The man was behind him now, laughing still. He swung again, and again the ground was ablaze, the man laughing on his right. No matter how quickly he tried to attack, the old man was faster. The heat was unbearable. All around were only flames, the old man laughing safely behind them. The broken wooden boy stood stuck in a ring of fire, and just outside, still chuckling away to himself, the old man stood, his wooden staff safely in his hand. "I am an old man, but a wizard too," he spoke. "One thing I am not is cruel. I will let you out, but only if you stay by my side." The broken wooden boy frowned and screamed and argued, but the heat was unbearable. Reluctantly, he agreed to the old wizard's words, and clearing the flames away, the pair shook hands to mark their deal. The boy followed the magician, wondering what exactly this new life will bring forth.